Not quite a Scotch partnership, but they've just their second real test. They played in the China Masters a couple of weeks ago. That's H.Thien, and they did okay there. Although, having said that, as you can see, this is their win-loss ratio prior, obviously, to this week. But they had played together back in an event in 2010, the Malaysian Open, and they went down fighting against a certain partnership of Marcus Kido and Hendra Setiawan, but it's taken them a little while to rekindle things. They're now independent shuttlers, not part of the Badminton Association of Malaysia, despite their ranking of 257, because of course this is only their really second event. They are seeded number 6. Let's hear what they had to say about things.
Men's semi-final, H.Thien and L.Khim. Well, let's start with you. Hoon, 6th place 7. This promises to be a very tight semi-final.
Semi-final nanti susah macam mana? Cadangan apa?
Kita pun tak fikir apa lah. Kita cuma fikir kita sendiri main game. Kita prepare lah.
Right, so they're only thinking about themselves for now, them as a pair, and they're just going to do their level best in semis. That's it.
The standard of the competition this tournament really has gone up now that it's a Grand Prix event.
So standard untuk semi-finals ni dah atas dah diorang punya aras tu. So cadangan apa macam mana nanti?
Saya pun try saya punya best lah untuk saya sama Hoon lah. So ini semi-final saya juga pun ada prepare untuk nak lawan sama dia lah. Dia orang pun juga buat juga lah itu Indonesian pair. So
the Indonesian pair is quite strong as well, and because it's a Grand Prix and whatnot, so I think they reckon they're just going to do their level best as a pair.
Confident?
Confident?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it wasn't the most convincing, yes, but confident nonetheless. And this is the pair they face. You can see F.Alfian is nearest to us, 19 years of age. And as you see, they're ranked 61, this pair, but they won the USM Leaning International just a couple of weeks ago. They won the Austrian Open in February as well. In between them, first round losses in Germany, in Japan and in Vietnam, but normally if they progress, they seem to progress all the way to victory. M.R.Ardianto, his partner, both 19 years of age, so a pretty young pair, obviously with some success early on. Their confidence must be pretty high.
Yeah, like I said, they've been playing well already this week, and they're both youngsters, and I think for the future of Indonesian doubles, it looks good.
M.R.Ardianto, Indonesia. On my left, H.Thien, L.Khim, Malaysia. For F.Alfian to serve to L.Khim. 17-13. Level.
So,
play.
Men's doubles semi-final, a tough one to really know, really. Got a young Indonesian pair up against an experienced Malaysian pair, but inexperienced in terms of playing together.
Yeah, absolutely. It's both L.Khim and has been around a while, and T.HLim even longer.
Service fault called.
Service over. Racket shaft needs to be pointing down at the moment of contact.
Never a good start to the day, is it? When
no.
First serve is given as a fault.
18-13.
Just both going for the same shuttle, both leaving it for one another. It's a big step this for Hoon and for L.Khim. They've just recently quit the National Association in Malaysia. Of course, obviously Morten Frost has just become their head man. But they decided to go on their own. They've got some good financial backing, just announced in the last week, some sponsors that got on board. And they were saying after, you heard them talking to Stephen there, but they were saying to some of the press guys, you know, this is positive, you know, guys that have backed us to really try and pay them back.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's always nice to see the guys that are going to support, I guess, players who aren't in the national setups to continue their badminton careers. I think we see a lot of times players that maybe asked to stop too soon. or when they've still got more to offer themselves and offer the game.
Yeah, interesting though to quit the, you know, it was their choice really. They just felt they weren't progressing in the way they wanted to do. By the performances weren't improving, so step out, try something fresh and new.
Yeah, I guess if it doesn't work, maybe try and fix it, but simply. But yeah, it is a brave move to step away from your national team when you're looked after and you're funded and have a lot of things taken care of. There's a lot of things that then you have to sort out off your own back. But if they've got the sponsors on board that'll do it for them, that's really, really good.
Yeah, a lot expected of F.Alfian and Ardianto. Indonesian pair, that's really well placed though, out of Ardianto's reach.
3-4.
H.Thien, who serving, he represented Malaysia for a decade, so he's been in the national setup before he left early this year for quite a long time.
Service over. 20, match line 15.
4-all.
They've had some terrific men's doubles pairs, Indonesia, haven't they, over the years?
Yeah, they certainly have. They just seem to keep producing them. I think these guys could be one to watch.
Yeah,
for a number of years. Certainly got good skills.
Well, F.Alfian here, he played in a club match recently with Lee Yong-dae, and
not a bad partner.
Yeah, well, Lee Yong-dae said this kid become one of the greatest men's double players. He says he just needs maybe to increase his strength a bit, Lee Yong-dae. He was very impressed playing alongside him. And of course, Ardianto, his partner, well, he's won silver medal at last year's World Juniors in mixed doubles. So they've got, you know, they've got some pedigree. They've obviously got plenty of talent. To get the backing of someone like Lee Yong-dae, that must give you a real boost.
Oh, I guess one thing they do have, that's the hallmark of all the great men's doubles pairs, is superb defense.
And you're seeing from them, and I think particularly from them, is some great movement.
Yeah.
We saw that with the Chinese women's doubles in the last bit. They're getting around the court, reading the situation so well.
Yeah, they have this. I mean, when they lost the first set against the Danish boys in the second round, and then also against Ruud Bosch and Huang Pojui from Netherlands and Chinese Taipei last night. But they have this other second game plan that just basically revolves around getting the lift and attacking down the side of the court, and they close down the net and that same side, and it's really difficult to get it cross court. Or when you smash down there and they just take the pace out of the shuttle, and really there's not a lot that people can do about it. So if they do that well today, it'll be interesting to see how the Malaysians counter it, because I haven't seen anybody able to do it yet.
Perfect. Right in the corner. It's close to going out.
Over. 8-5.
Yeah, he's done that a couple of times now, Hoon.
It's over. 6-8. It's over. 9-6.
And Agrippina Ramato Putra from Indonesia. And their opponents, Huang K-Jing from China and Xing Si Wei from China. The umpire is Taylor from Australia.
It's over.
Susan Taylor from Australia.
7-9. Lim.
Just the early part of this match, and I have to say the Indonesians slightly on top, but Malaysian pair trying to stick with their touch, can't they, here? Not going to be easy for them, that's for sure.
7.
Oh, through the legs, but tucked away anyway by Lim.
6 over. 8.
Crowd enjoyed it though.
10.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too.
Again. Whoops.
Play.
Yeah, good flicks from Hoon, and Lim's aggression tightens things up again.
9. 10.
And they've leveled it up, 10-all now.
10. All. Play. It's over. 11.
Well,
10.
decent start, isn't it,
Interval.
to this semi-final? Indonesia with the fragile advantage, though, 11 points to 10.
Yeah, it's been an interesting first 11 points. Both sides have been quite happy to give away the attack and defend a little bit and try and counter that way. There's not a lot of battles for the net in the flat game, and the first 3 have been pretty evenly contested as well. So it's like a number of other matches we've seen today. It's just warming up, basically.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Round. Eleven, 10. Play.
Well placed smash there from M.R.Ardianto.
12, 10.
Straight down the middle to claim a well-worked point from the Indonesians.
It's over. 11, 12.
It went down. That's a slip
It's
by
over.
him.
13, 11.
Great drop shot that though. So far in front of the service line, it makes it that much more difficult.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Rupena Kurma, Yamata Putra, Indonesia, Marcus Kilo, Indonesia. On my left, JC Wei,
Too long that from Hoon.
14,
to serve,
11.
one face on, love or play.
Yeah, a couple of three-gamers last couple of rounds for the Indonesian pair. It took 3 games for Lim and Hoon to come through against Lee and Liu in the quarterfinals as well. So both pairs used to going the distance this week so far in Auckland. That's well played.
It's over.
Yeah, really good stuff from the Indonesian pair.
12.
Just keeping the variety in their attacks as well. Hard, soft, and so hard to come forward and relift.
Lim, ready. Ready.
Yeah, well, serve from Ardianto, and L.Khim wasn't ready. Racket was up. Was ready for that one though, wasn't he?
Certainly
Over.
was.
13, 15.
A little bit of luck there going the way of the Malaysians.
15.
4-1. Service over. 2-4.
Great third shot there from Hoon.
Yeah, and he's found that
15.
space, hasn't he, in that side of the court a few times in this match. Not easy to do, is it?
No, not at all.
5-2.
Yeah, he's very, very skillful, and he's got a great hand. He's able to, his racket speed is tremendous.
Thank you.
6-2.
So evenly
15.
poised at 15 all in the first. Definite boy from the Malaysians to flick serve quite a lot.
It's over. 16, 15.
Four, 6.
Play.
It's never a great time to put a return of serve in the net, but 15, 16. It's not what you're after.
Yeah, you're saying he's got good wrist, good hands, but just trying to get too subtle with that one, Hoon. Oh, he shouldn't have left that. That was a big misjudgment from Lim.
18, 15.
Couple of errors at the wrong time.
Nine, 4.
That was clever. Great disguise, great deception.
19,
10,
15.
11, 4, interval.
So it's the youngsters from Indonesia with a 4-point run. Make that 5.
20.
Decisive run, it
Game
seems, as
point.
well in this opening game. 5
15.
game points now. With a real confidence about the way these teenage Indonesian duo saw through that first game.
Won by
F.Alfian and M.R.Ardianto. Very convincing in the end. 21 points to 15.
Yeah, well, I mean, until 15 all, it was a pretty evenly fought contest, and then just a couple of errors from the Malaysians gave the Indonesian boys some momentum, and once they get a bit of confidence, they really seem to ride on it, and ran away with that first game, 21-15.
We've seen from them, as you mentioned yesterday and other days, that they have had a tendency to let the opposition in. I mean, I suppose it's been a good thing that they've done that and seen it through, and maybe it's been a learning curve for them, that maybe this time they can stay fully focused, get the job done quicker today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in the both first sets I've seen them play in the quarterfinals and the last 16, they came out hard and fast in the first set, and it just didn't work for them. They gave the opponents too much speed, and it was much easier for them to be controlled rather than do the controlling. Whereas today they seem to have started how they finished in their other matches, with it taking a little bit more pace out of the shuttle to put it down and ask the Malaysians to create something, and they haven't been able to do so far.
Well, quarter-final at the China Masters, semi-finals here at the New Zealand Open. It's been progress in their early partnership for Hoon and Lim, but is this as far as they go?
Service over 7-16.
So the 19-year-olds, F.Alfian, M.R.Ardianto, hoping just to pick up where they left off. A little bit of work on L.Khim's hand there, but that's standard, isn't it? When you're holding a racket for that long, you're going to get these kind of problems.
Yeah, this looks to be like a possible diving, I guess you'd call it an injury, but maybe that's a bit of a heavy term for a scratch. But he's certainly not afraid to throw himself about.
Lim.
Oh, needs a bit more attention for it.
Must have been a little bit of blood.
Yeah.
18-7.
Yeah, when he and T.HLim won the Malaysian Open last year, you thought that was going to be a partnership that blossomed, but obviously wasn't to be.
It seems to be a bit of almost a theme of world badminton at the moment, that these men's doubles and particularly men's doubles partnerships just keep changing.
Yeah, I suppose now you've got to kind of, it's the Olympics qualifications starting now. You kind of got to find who your partner is and stick with them if you want to have a chance of being in Rio.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, that's the thing that should start a few years ago. It's well read.
First game won by H.Thien, GMC Way, 21-7.
Pretty good rally, isn't it, to start the second game?
It's over. 1 love.
And a positive one for the Malaysians.
Lim.
Not towards them.
They're talking about the celebration, yeah?
Yeah, you have to make sure you keep that celebration to yourself and
not direct it at your guys at the other end.
Pretty much.
I don't know, I quite like to see a bit of that, don't you?
Yeah.
So it's over.
Wouldn't want to receive it, but
no.
You want to see a bit of passion out there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always good to see a bit of emotion. It's all part of the game.
Second game.
It's one area where those Indonesian boys are really, really skillful around the net.
Well, the winner of this match takes on Huang Kai-Siang or Jingxi Wei of China. Likely they're playing another Indonesian pair, Marcus Kido, in action against, again, alongside Putra, but Chinese pair took the opening set in that men's double quite comfortably, so Huang and Zheng the likely opponents for the winner here.
Service over. 1-2.
Did enough there with the shot that broke the string to win the rally. Kim, well done.
3-2.
We've seen a few matches today, haven't we, where someone's giving away a few years. H.Thien, 10 years older than both his Indonesian opponents.
Stuck
in that rally brilliantly, didn't they?
Yeah, terrific defense from the Malaysians in that rally. I'd like to see a little more variety in the attack from the Indonesians. It's all very hard, and while they can smash hard, it's all straight to Hoon's racket, and he's skilled enough to control that.
6-2.
That's better.
Yeah, you just can't go blast, 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 can you, really? Otherwise, your opponent knows what's coming.
Absolutely, and especially against a guy like Hoon.
7-2.
Excellent rally, super skills, excellent winner from H.Thien.
Yeah, terrific skills on display from both sides there.
5-3.
And that's what you mean by mixing it up, don't you, really?
Yep, that's exactly it.
Thank you. Five, 3. Over.
Great return of serve there from F.Alfian setting up that one.
Correction. 4-5.
Service over. 6-10.
That's more like it.
Yeah, brilliantly done by Ardianto. Brings it back level in this second game.
11-7 interval.
Play. Hoon, ready.
Yeah, well worked again by the Indonesians. I spotted that Hoon wasn't going to hit that one with full power and were able to move forward and counter it effectively.
Well, they're finding the angles, they're finding the right shots to play as well. No panic early on here from F.Alfian and Ardianto are now easing ahead in this second game.
You're playing with fire a bit when you're playing these little floating chip shots into the midcourt, but our defence is certainly good enough to get them back. I think especially with these Malaysians, when they've just won 3 or 4 easy points, playing a big court, moving them around to the extremes, that why change and make it tight again?
13.
That was brilliant skills from him, and it just shows you what he can do. Nonchalantly done as well, wasn't it?
It really was. And it came back, he was in all sorts of trouble, but with that much confidence.
Players.
Impossible to read that.
Yeah.
Too much delay. Ready to play. Play.
Well, quite clear from our umpire there, Richard Bramley. Get on with it.
11-13.
So it's over. 8-7.
Play.
F.Alfian serving there to say, come on, boys, let's get on with it. Yeah. Didn't you hear the umpire?
Yeah, as you do when it's working in your favour.
That's in.
Perfect.
That's in.
Right on the line.
9-7.
The agony of knowing it's going to drop in as well. Oh, why didn't I play it? Straight through them from Ardianto.
10.
Yes, again, 3 or 4 times he's had some success with it. Smash down the middle. He found the open space.
They look like they've got the weapons, don't they, this Indonesian pair?
Yeah, they certainly do. They've really got a lot of good things going.
Yeah,
there's a prime example of another
11-7.
Nice variety.
And we've seen some great shots, haven't we, from H.Thien, particularly at the start of this second game. But
yeah,
just the overall consistency and the quality has come from the Indonesians.
Yeah, absolutely. I think now they're tactically been a bit better for the second half of that 11-point spell. At the start, they were trying to play a lot of shuttles in the middle of the court and trying to engage them in the Malaysians in the flat rallies, and it just wasn't working so well. It's better to make the court bigger, move them around, drag them to one side, play the shuttle the other, create the space, and then they play the shuttle into it and take the offense from that.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Wait, please.
Now the king to get on with it. The umpire saying you have to wait the allotted 2 minutes.
11-7.
Service over.
Play.
18-15.
It's over.
It's good there from T.HLim.
8-11.
If there's one area that the Indonesians do leave a little bit of space, it's in that forehand corner. In the front, they're very quick to cover the flat cross when the shuttle's on that side of the court, but there is some space where T.HLim blocked that smash before. Just there.
Nine, 11.
Slight lost moment of concentration there, maybe.
Yeah, now or never really though, isn't it, for the Malaysians? They are to try and emerge out of this semi-final.
Match point 16.
Clash of rackets there between Hoon and Lim.
I think T.HLim has a broken screen, which is why he wanted to rush to the net, but it left Hoon with plenty of work to do.
12, 9.
Match won by H.Thien against Wayne, 21-7, 21-16. Thank you.
So H.Thien is it the winner of this
12,
Malaysia-Indonesian clash will face Huang and Zheng from China in tomorrow's final.
Yeah, going to have to face the Asian junior champions. Another good, young, talented pair. If it is the Indonesians, again, it's going to be
12.
You know, a final of the future, if you like.
It is, yeah.
In semi-finals action, our finals get underway at midday tomorrow.
Oh.
What a shame. F.Alfian netting. F.Alfian done so well.
11, 12.
Yeah, some great skills on display in that really again.
No more.
A bit of momentum change here, I think.
12, all.
Well, 5 of the last 6 points have gone to Hoon and Lim. Wasn't going to miss that one.
No.
It's over. 13, 12.
Just a slight hesitancy can be fatal, can't it?
Yeah, as soon as you hesitate, that's it. The chance is gone.
It's over.
One of the dangers of playing against a left-hander, of course. Yeah, that's that space I was talking about before.
Just can't get ahead, can they?
No.
It's over.
In this match, in any
14,
of the games.
13.
Yeah, big, powerful smash from Ardianto doing the damage that time.
So it's over. 14, all.
Tell. Over.
Well, they're ahead now.
15.
Remember, it was 15-all in that opening game. We all know we're not went on after that. Well, they have a 15-14 lead now, Hoon and Lim. Just about got to that, did Ardianto.
It's over.
I don't think maybe his opponents thought he was going to get it back.
No, it's great coverage from his partner, and then, yeah, great court coverage to retrieve that one.
So it is 15 all.
So it is. Let's see if they can do it again.
Thank you.
Lim, thank you. No.
Lim wanted to have some water as well. Umpires being very strict here.
15.
Yeah, he's not giving the players any leeway at all. Well worked first three from F.Alfian there to create that attack.
M.R.Ardianto's power again. It's proving too much.
Well, there's 1 of 6.
It's over. 16 all.
Well, I just wonder, we haven't really, have we, seen all day, I don't think in any of the matches actually, that real late in the game tension, you know, nothing's really been that close, and here we are at 17-16. I wonder whether we're going to see a bit of that here.
Premature celebration.
Indeed, it proved to be.
Again, it's Ardianto's power from the back line.
16.
Really causing problems for L.Khim especially.
Players ready.
Well, both pairs getting some good support from the crowd around us. And it's the Indonesians who are cheering loudest
19,
right now.
16.
Because F.Alfian and Ardianto are close to a final here in New Zealand.
Exquisite pickup. The dive from Lim, not enough. So that leaves us with the Indonesians with a set and 3-point lead at 19-16. Hoon not happy with the mopping.
Yeah, he's still not satisfied. Look at him.
He's having a laugh about it, I think. But
19, 16. Lim.
Terrific defense from F.Alfian.
Yeah, match points have arrived.
20. Match point, 16.
Off the head of Ardianto.
17, 20.
1 down, 3 to go. to the lights there from F.Alfian. F.Alfian and M.R.Ardianto are through to the final of the New Zealand Open. They both may only be 19 years of age, but they showed some great maturity in that match, wrapping it up in fine style in straight games.
Yeah, fantastic performance from the Indonesian boys. You wouldn't know how young they were by the way they played this afternoon. It was clinical, it was clever. And they just proved to be the superior pair.
Confirmation of the scoreline then, 21-15, 21-18.
Match won by F.Alfian, M.R.Ardianto, 21-15, 21-18. Thank you.
Yeah, terrific performance from the Indonesian pair, and it's their third final of the year, and maybe it's going to be their third victory of the year. They're going to take on the Asian Junior champions SKYCITY and Zheng Wei in tomorrow's final. That should be an interesting match, shouldn't it? So as the players make their way off court, most of the spectators here making their way home. Been a good day's entertainment, hasn't it? Any one of the matches, though, going to 3 games on this court. Couple did on the other court, though, as well. And the finals tomorrow, well, should be some great matches there. But in this men's doubles match that we've just seen, F.Alfian and M.R.Ardianto showed that they're going to be a real prospect, aren't they, over the coming years. 21-15, 21-18 their victory, and I think we can hear from them now.
Mohammed Fajr, congratulations. Tidy game. Mohammed strong from the backcourt tonight.
Muhammad, bagus sekali kamu dari belakang, sangat kuat dari belakang.
Ya, kenapa?
Kamu dari belakang katanya bagus, kuat.
Ya,
gamenya ketat.
Iya, jadi kita persiapannya ya lebih persiapan smash ya. Mungkin kekuatannya, karena kan sana kan defense-nya biasanya Malaysia bagus, jadi harus siap lebih capek.
They actually prepared very well because they knew that the Malaysians were very strong in defense, so they actually just keep trying their best and then keep smashing.
You seem to make a habit of making finals. I think this is final number 3 this year, if I'm correct.
Ini kamu final yang nomor 3 tahun ini? Tahun ini?
Ya.
Iya, final number 3. That's correct. 4 ya? 4. Number 4.
Number 4. Well, what's the key to this successful combination, Fajr?
Kira-kira kuncinya apa? Kamu punya kombinasi ini, kuncinya apa kira-kira?
Kuncinya saya berusaha bermain kompak, jaga komunikasi yang lebih baik aja.
They communicate on the field and they actually try to play together. Keep it together.
Gentlemen, congratulations. You're in the final of the SKYCITY New Zealand Open.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, their fourth final in a year, but their third final of this year. But, well, whatever the case may be, they are through to tomorrow's final. Here's our results then from on court. And, well, as you can see in the first 4 matches, dominated by the Chinese mixed doubles to start with. It was a good day for Shea, who we saw later winning the women's doubles as well, alongside saw off Marcus Kido and Bernadette, the brother-sister combination. He, Bing Zhao, so impressive, wasn't she, the 18-year-old. Bunsik Pansana showed some resistance to Chao Bin, but in the end, the Chinese player came through against the veteran in 3 games. It was very comfortable for Cher and Zhong in the women's doubles, and then just now in the men's doubles, the 19-year-olds Alfian and Ardianto seeing the job done.